Alright you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over flexibility and mobility and understanding the difference between the two. So a quick distinction between the two is flexibility is measured by inches, right? A measurement, whereas mobility is measured by a feeling. So if you remember back in high school when you guys would put your feet against the wood board and stretch forward and be like, okay, you reached 18, good job, or 18, 19, 20, whatever the number was. Whereas mobility is more so measured by, like I said earlier, a feeling to where maybe when you wake up and you're like, man, I feel stiff throughout my upper back and my shoulders, or my hips feel stiff today during this workout, or whatever it is. That's definitely a mobility issue. So the difference between the two, flexibility, mobility, and to get a little deeper, flexibility is referred to the muscles, the length of the actual tissue, whereas mobility is referred to the joint. Now mobility is not just limited to the joint, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna keep it nice and simple and easy to follow. So we're just gonna say it's limited to the joint, okay? So some stretches you can do, different styles of stretching. There's dynamic stretching, there's static, there's PNF, and I did all those stretches and created a little routine for you guys in a different video I did before this one. So maybe I can put that video in the link in the bio, or I can tag it up here somewhere, and you guys can go ahead and follow that. But today we're not going to be going over any type of stretches or anything like that. We're just going to be going over the difference between the two. So different styles of stretching: foam rolling, utilizing a lacrosse ball. Those are both ways to increase mobility throughout a joint, or even help stretch out before or after a workout. Now, one thing you guys have to keep in mind is that when you work out, your muscles are going to recover shorter than what they were. So let's just say this is your bicep from here to here, right? After 2 to 3 months of training and you're not stretching out, that bicep is always going to recover shorter. So maybe now it's only this length. Hence why it's very important to make sure that we're stretching and doing the proper movements when it comes to stretching, and even doing a bicep curl, making sure you're coming all the way down and making sure that we're stretching out that muscle from insertion to insertion, and then coming all the way back up, gaining its peak contraction, okay? So keep that in mind when you work out. Your muscles kind of, think about it, they kind of almost like contract smaller, okay? Hence why we have to stretch them out. And the more that we stretch, we're actually creating more room for even more muscle to be stacked on there. So for you bodybuilders, anybody out there, it doesn't even matter what discipline you're in, bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, it can increase your performance in all those different arenas, okay? Now, mobility should be inside of your actual training program too. So what does that look like, and what do I mean by that? So let's take a shoulder press, okay? I'm not just gonna have my client grab the 55-pound dumbbells and do a shoulder press overhead. I'm gonna give them maybe 5 pounds, 10 pounds, maybe even lighter, and go through the full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down. And that's the same thing when it comes to leg extensions. I'll always start off lightweight and flex my toes up, kick out for 15 to 20 reps, get a lot of blood in there, and get that full range of motion going throughout that joint, and then of course throughout that quad, okay? So think about that next time you work out. Hey, am I implementing that warm-up set, because that's going to be helping with my mobility for the rest of the workout, and then even more so long term. Now, keep this in mind, guys. I know nobody likes to stretch, nobody likes to spend the extra time. Trust me, I was always that way. But it's better to be proactive instead of reactive, okay? Better to get ahead of it instead of waiting for an injury to happen and then you're taken out and you can't work out at all right? So remember, proactive versus reactive. All right, you guys, that's it. Simple and quick video. As always, if you guys have any other questions, or if you guys need help, or maybe want a program built for you, feel free to click the link in my bio on Instagram at rvnp_training_ and apply there. Thank you guys. Peace.